Hey everybody, how's life treating you? This is your daily insight on life and love, and it's for June 16th, 2020. It's also timeless, so wherever you're pulled to in time, let me know what brings you here, or if you need clarification, or if you have questions about booking your own personal reading, because I do have a sale that's going on. It's been a lot of fun, and I've extended it because, well, the situation has been extended worldwide. So we're doing it. Ask questions, but definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. It's general, it's collective. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't make sense. That being said, Archangel Raphael healing. And I know that one of my bros is going to see this and feel totally called out. Watching you, man. We got laughter is the best medicine. Yeah. Massage. Stay positive. Divine intervention. Really, what this is talking about is, first off, I know that the energy has been intense. We've all been emotionally interrupting, almost without exception. I haven't seen an exception yet, is what I mean to say. And, you know, we're feeling really dog tired because of everything that has come down from it. So we're still feeling the intensity. We're still feeling the exhaustion of whatever it was that we just went through. So you want to know what? Oh, goodness. Found out that that's one of my stress factors. Yawning a lot. This is a time where, with everything up in the air, with everything not being absolute, I mean, it never really is, but this is where we're actually feeling that. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at the absurdities of life. You gotta not take every situation so seriously. You really gotta do the body work because this is, you're carrying it. You're carrying it, I feel like, on your back, your shoulders, whoever is watching this. I mean, I feel a lot of you have like this really rickety upper back right now. Like, take deep breath and your spine, your rib cage is all cracking. That being said, wouldn't you know it, try and stay positive. Yeah. Isn't that great? It's like telling someone to just not be sad. Oh, all right, well then I'm cured. No, that's not the case at all. Catching yourself where you are and taking the steps to work through it, either by support or, even it's going to take a lot of effort is what I mean to say. But there is a silver lining, even if you can't see it. And you want to know what? With the stay positive, get the massage, know that even if you are sitting there completely and, tense and it feels like everything's crumbling around you, just if all you can do is sit there and breathe through the moment, then that's what you need to do. Don't try and overexert yourself and your energies. Don't try and be if this isn't authentic to you, don't try and be this peppy, everything's all right, because denying the emotion that you are actually feeling, which can be stress, pain, whatever the spectrum is of the emotion, it's going to fester and it's going to become even more intense and dramatic and erupt. So, divine intervention, process this. Allow yourself to have help in processing. Seek some sort of either treatment or counsel or support, whatever that looks like for you. And also understand that the absurdity that is what's going around right now, it's not going to last forever. Even though it feels like you've slipped into this new circle of hell, it's not going to last. Divine intervention is truly at play. It's, when we're in times like these, personally in times like these are our biggest teachers. And you want to know what? Apparently they have really high hopes for us. And they see exactly the potential that you have. And they have no qualms with having this be like vice grips on your life. It's a thing. So this is what came out first. And again, general, collective, don't force it to fit if it doesn't. But we're going to see what happens on the other side of this, or actually what the healing process is for the collective in this. So I'm looking over here and I see Rider Waite and look, nostalgic feelings about the past, not being unable to let it go of a dream. And it's all about willpower. It's about anxieties that we're facing. And let's see, mental energy, all the drain that you're feeling, the little details in life, things that you feel like you overlooked, you're overanalyzing the situation. There is no way that you could have predicted this immediate result of whatever it was that you were involved in. It's going to take willpower and mindfulness to get through this. you're incredibly stressed, you're overwhelmed. And you want to know what? With the solar plexus chakra, this is dealing with the nervous stomach and indigestion and feeling dogged down and tired, like your blood sugar is plummeting. Be mindful of this. Take care of your body for whatever it's craving or whatever it's, the nutrients that your body needs. The nostalgia is going to be transmuted into, I know how trite this sounds. I want to say it's a new sense of freedom, because you're sitting there and with whatever the hell this was with festering, and it's just, I feel like it dissipates. You know what I'm saying? So where are we going to next? Because nostalgia and dead set on a certain outcome, which it hasn't occurred yet, or, you have to let go of the reins of how it happens. Observer, thank you. That's nice. Yeah, that's special. I gotta let go of expectations. Building blocks. What does your foundation look like right now? What is your outlook onto the future? What do you have hope for? Without micromanaging what you are hoping for, all the little nook and cranny details. What does your foundation look like where it has that stability and launching point for it? Okay. Relationships built on firm foundations. This is going to be where action and consequence are in alignment. There's complete release and surrendering, outpouring. It's all about giving and receiving in this, the ebb and flow. It's absolutely the yin and yang of all of these energies. But if we're looking at a life event, what you're launching into, how firm is the foundation? I mean, how sure of you are? Where's the weak links in the chain where you know that you need to kind of zone in on? All right. It's slower than a snail's pace right now, which is absolutely excruciating. Nothing is changing. And you're asking, why? Why is this happening? Why am I here? It's part of an identity crisis, which I have seen through the roof. It's general, it's collective. An identity crisis is, whatever is making you question, which direction you're going, who you are as a person, where you want your life to go. It's not really, I want to say a crisis, but it's like a checkpoint of like, okay, what the fuck's going on? Okay, who am I? What is this all about? You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so I have some essential oils, and I'm heating up amber, but I had tea tree oil in there. And this smell that I'm smelling actually reminds me of kind of like a soft, faint cool water from, that smell of the 90s that men wore as cologne a lot, cool water. It's reminding me of my father, and he passed almost exactly 4 years ago. He was on the 27th of June, 2016. That's actually a really cool nostalgic point. I feel like he's with me right now, which is fine because I harassed the shit out of him in the afterlife. Okay. You need support. You are not a horse that has all of the load on the back. You have no idea what straw is about to break the camel's back on this one. Your treasure is further down the road. Right now is your checkpoint in the why. What's the motivation behind what you are seeking out in the life direction, the relationship? Why is it that you are seeking this? Is it something that you've spent a lot of time on, that was highly romanticized? What is this calling you to do? Is it your soul calling? Is it your fear calling? And this, I want you to be able to do this checkpoint, but you need to be able to bounce it off of something. That introspection is fine, great, and dandy, but I feel like you're so bogged down in the mind and trying to observe this, it's all cloudy right now. So fresh eyes could actually be really essential for this. And it also takes some of the burden off, because you feel like you can't talk to anybody about this. I don't know whether or not you feel foolish or proud or whatever the hell the case is. You don't have to be a one-man circus or one-woman circus trying to orchestrate everything. So your treasure is further down the stream. All right, that's non-negotiable. It's not happening in this moment. No matter how hard you try and force it or how hard you want to pull back your energy just to see what Spirit does. That's a game. That's a little test with Spirit, and they're not stupid. And they're going to call you out on it, and they're going to make you learn a lesson. Because they're relentless. So, the why, you got to stop analyzing it. Complete, absolute acceptance and surrender where you are. And you want to know, that might involve some really ugly cries right now. You know, those ones where, you know, snot running out your nose and, you know, puffy eyes. Kind of makes you fall asleep because you've exuded so much energy, and those sobs, they could be really painful yet releasing, and just the sleep that comes after that. It's such a huge release. I'm an advocate for not holding back anything in those moments. Like, you can let out your screams. Make sure you're in a safe place to do so. So, let's see what is coming out with daily guidance from your angels. What do you want to tell the collective? Assertiveness. You can be powerful and endearing in the same breath. You know that, right? You can be the leader of this situation, have people follow you, and be the leading role in the relationships, whether it's platonic or professional or romantic. You can be the leader in relationships and still have the respect and the friendship. You have to look at this for the unique situation that it is. Your boundaries, your assertiveness is not anything to be mocked or ridiculed or undermined. And I don't want you to rewrite what your boundaries are just for another person's comfort with this. So, blessing in disguise, the hell that you're enduring right now, that seems like, you know, the new circle of hell, where it seems almost like all the other circles are vacation spots. It's really a blessing in disguise. It feels like the 10 of Swords. It really does, because the intensity behind it, the fact that it can't get any worse, and it's not a test of life to say that it legitimately in this moment can't feel any worse. This is one of the lowest, you know, intensities that we have felt. So the trustworthy guidance, how are you being pulled to navigate through this? I mean, what are you being called to do? What is the next call of action? As long as it's your safety that's secured and anyone else's or the situation, then maybe this is something that you should pay attention to. Do what's best for you. The assertiveness and the blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. So, you know, when you ask Spirit for guidance and to interrupt, that was great. This is part of it. It's like you're in suspense, they're holding you up, and they're clearing off the table below you, and it was all this gunk. And you're squirming. You don't even feel or know what the hell's going on. It's emotional purgatory. And they place you back down in an incredibly cleared area, and they're like, all right, do your thing. Go on. Trustworthy guidance, you're going to know the next step. I know that sounds vague and patronizing, but you're going to know the next step. It's whatever your deepest calling is. So we're going to see what that is being brought in right now. So hold on. Being drawn to the regular Rider-Waite. Ugh. Hate it when the cards fall. Independent and compassionate life decision. You're at the crossroads. So it's actually surprising the emotions that are coming to the surface in you at this point in time. You didn't see, or you weren't aware of yourself, you know, having either this alternative view or vision on where your life could go. And I don't see that you are just going to accept any sort of message that's given to you, any sort of proposition being set to you. You're not going to accept just anything. It seems immature. You want something that's really well thought out. And I do see that this is going to be something that is going to be more fluid and let loose, and something that's going to be a fun sense of support. I'm tired of the rigidness, and I think that everybody is too. You can have support, communicate your needs, and then see the bounty that is life. So that being said, you're going to be that compassionate, loving individual who's not going to take anyone's shit. Who's really, they're at a crossroads. Once the decision is made, which you've already made it, you just have to kind of walk to it. You're going to have fun with it. All right. So, let's see. Sounds like my son's at the door. It's 14. Well, he's going to be 14 next month. All right. Yeah. Right now you are feeling the sadness of this, the emotional instability. Honestly, I want you to embrace that sense of complete emotional outpour. You don't have to always be strong. You don't always have to keep a front up. You don't always have to seem like you have it together. You can unload your baggage and still be loved and respected and admired. And it's not even about that. This is imperative to your process and your personal spiritual growth. This is how you are working on yourself, by learning how to dance with your pain in this. Do not discard this just because it's not pretty to look at. Right? I want you to look at it, observe it, and communicate to it. See what it's about. What is the underlying issue here? And then, you know, that emotional outpour, that feeling of emotional imbalance, I really want you to embrace that fully until you fully understand it and you can work your way through it. The strength, you got to let go of this idea that you have to come off any one way. The strength, you want to know what? It's time to rest. It's time to give it a rest. Give the strength a rest and just exhaust yourself. This is really important for that work that you're going on to. Alrighty, so where are we going to next? All right, so messages from your angels. I am the angel of marriage. I'm assisting you right now. All right, how many of you feel like that was a message for you? I mean, I'm not, you know, laughing or anything at that. But really, with what we just said, and then the marriage card, the angel of marriage, really? That's a message for some of you. Go ahead and DM me or PM me, or my email's over there. Oh, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. During the summertime, going into next school year, this channel is going to be expanding, and I will be doing lives. I just got some new stuff that's coming in. It's going to be great. All right. It's a great idea. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Identity shift. Well, crisis, but it's really you actualizing your growth and where you're going and recalibrating everything. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So help me God if you hold back your greatness because the sense that you're not enough or people would mock you. So help me God, I will lose it. I'll lose it. I mean, I want to say I'll rip you a new one, but really, am I going to rip you a new one? No, I want to see you grow. I want you to become the amazement that you are. You got to get out of your head with this. Okay, so really get your blood pumping again. I know that a lot of you really don't want to exercise. Can't really force you to do it. Actually, I really can't force you to do it. Get your blood pumping, you know. Go for a walk if you can. Wear your masks. By the way, if you're watching this from the future, we're in the time of Corona. So new romance is imminent with either a newcomer or from reigniting passion from an existing relationship. Be open and giving to receiving love, which is also going to have to be accompanied by forgiveness. The more that you love and take care of yourself and put yourself as a priority in your life, the more that everything that comes out of you is going to be at its, its peak, its optimum, level. I want you to communicate your creativity. Your creativity, I don't care what it looks like. It could be writing. You could be playing with smoke signals for all I care. Your creativity is what connects you to divine, opens up your channel, opens up that level of communication. So it's like you are constantly in the collective consciousness and navigating your way through life, lifting up that sense of humanity and vibration, which has been really cool. So what I like about this chaos that we're all enduring in this time is it's actually smashing everything down. That's not the fun part, but it's breaking all these conditions so you can experience this new path without this old mindset in place. Because once you've broken out of that funk, then it's like looking at everything as new, and you are stepping out of the woods into this new field, and you have to really go exploring it. You have to be open to new experiences. This is what's really coming out, you guys. So we're going to get a closing message from Spirit because it's time. All right, archetypes. Not calling you prostitute or bully or any of those things. These have 80 different names, and they're simply archetypes. So the basis of this part is damsel. Then we have liberator in reverse, priest in reverse. Violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. And then damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. All right, this is gearing towards personal relationships and devotion. Don't be so hung up on a set outcome. You're missing the journey when you're doing that. And there's a lot more fun to the ride on the journey than if you just have the straight arrow there. You're going to learn to appreciate all the little fine-tunements. You're going to appreciate all the bumps and all these reacquaintances and new relationships that come in between them. They don't have to be romantic, I'm not saying that, but be open to new experience. You are gaining your independence and letting go of this conditional idea of how unconditional love works. It is going to drag you all over the spectrum on it, and you got to be ready for that ride. But the outcome that is along the journey that opens up into life purpose is going to be pretty friggin' sweet. I really hope this reading made sense. Let me know if you need clarification or if you want to book your own personal reading. Again, the sale is extended. I love it. I love absolutely talking to every single one of you. Definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. Dutchess County, New York. And I suppose until next time, I hope you stay safe, have fun, and know that I love you very much. Goodbye for now.